Hello, hello, my friends. It is Friday, May 19th, 2023, and we are here for the daily transmission. Please say hello whenever you are here. We have the Taurus new moon today. So happy new moon in Taurus, friends. I wrote a post about this on my Substack. You can go check it out now if you'd like to. I, at the bottom, have some reflection opportunities for you based on your rising sign, or if it resonates, you can look up your sun sign. And essentially, the new moon in Taurus, I mean, this is a very earthy place for our new moon to be. And it's all about being grounded, right? And when I say grounded, yes, I mean physically grounded in your body. It's the sense of safety. Taurus wants to know, am I physically safe? Do I have all of my needs met? Do I have a safe place to go? Do I have food? Do I have partnership? It's really a reflection of our sense of self-love. At the bottom of the energy of Taurus. This is why I say, like, I think that Taurus is such a great analogy for us to use when we're talking about the concept of manifestation, because it's really like you are creating what you believe you are allowed to have and hold. And that is the big one, right? Because it's not just what are you allowed to have, but what do you believe that you're capable of holding and sustaining? Because that is also the primary objective of Taurus, is not just attracting it, but holding it. And so with that energy, I want you to reflect on what it is that you need to do to feel grounded, to feel safe, to feel stable. We talk in, especially like those of us who work in coaching or whatever, when we're working with folks who are goal setting, it's really hard to set goals with anyone, let alone start going after those goals if they're not in a place where they are grounded and centered. And what I have really come to reflect on with my Taurus, with Taurus being the 12th house, being in the 12th house for me, with Taurus ruling my 12th house, there we go, is that it's not something that we can just do for a little bit. So my pattern historically is something that I've worked really, really hard to I don't know, to level up here, is the pattern of only working on those things when I feel like I'm in lack. And I mean, this is also a really basic, like, the people who go to church only when they're in crisis, right? Or the people who only go to get support when they are like absolutely like drowning. So that was sort of my energy toward like personal growth, like self-development, and especially like nurturing my spiritual side. It was something that I kind of like put off, or something that I would intellectualize and think about a lot without actually doing. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I even like wrote all these books on it. And it was truly like, it's fine to think about it. It's fine to contemplate and intellectualize, but at a certain point, we're going to have to hold space, process, move through. It's not just a mental game. It's not just a mental strength. There is a physical and spiritual and energetic fortitude that is required in order for you to live life fucking coherently. But also for people like me, which I know that so many people who are in my space are also supporters. Whether you are a caregiver at home, you've got kids, you've got spouses, you've got even caring for parents, caring for grandparents in your home, whether that's the case, whether you are in a professional field where that is your chosen like thing to do. I work with a lot of nurses, I work with a lot of therapists, I work with a lot of teachers. Or maybe you're also someone who is a coach, or an aspiring coach. Maybe you're a yoga teacher. Maybe you are someone who wants to work with people on their traumas, want to work with people to heal. That's all so good. I love that for you. But if you are not grounded and centered, it's going to be really hard for you to do your work in a meaningful way without it completely like just crushing you. And I say this from like personal experience. I know that I'm not even like anywhere near the level of like strength and fortitude and having the central equilibrium that I know is possible for me. But I'm on my way, right? I've been working on this for a while, and I can already see such a contrast compared to times where I was just like literally living in fight or flight, just absolutely stressed. My cortisol was always way up here. And that affected the way that I showed up to be a mom, to be a coach, to be someone who is there for other people to lean on. If you want to be there for people to lean on, you got to be strong enough to hold space for that, right? How many people can lean on you before you, okay? How much can you, right, withstand? And how much do you want to withstand? That's also something that's really relevant. I only say this, with so much love because I know that so many people that contact me, that's their thing. Like, I want to help people. I want to be here to support others. Like, I have people who count on me. And that's why we need to be emphasizing strength and fortitude from within first. Okay. So regardless of where this Taurus new moon is for you, for me, this is in my 12th house. So I'm doing a lot of reflection on, my work here really, right? Which is like the spiritual, energetic, emotional, the underlying patterns, the things that we hide, and I've literally written books on these, the ego death experience I wrote back in 2018, emotional authority I wrote in 2020, and then I just re-released it in freaking hard copy, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But that is what I mean when I say like, it's only half of the equation. We can think about it and we can know what we have to do. We can intellectualize it all we want. But until we're actually in the practice, until we're actually living it, how much of it is actually doing anything for us? And so that's my personal takeaway from the Taurus new moon. But regardless of where it is for you, I want you to really think about where you require, in what areas of your life do you know you require more for you to have that central equilibrium, for you to have core stability, for you to be strong and stable, and for you to not be, what did my doctor say recently? Superficially strong, right? Like hollow, essentially, like an aluminum can. In order for you to have real strength and for you to be able to hold space and for you to be there for people to lean on, what do you require to feel strong and stable and safe? Okay, so that you're not reacting or responding to every little trigger and every little thing that comes up in your field. What do you require for that actual fortitude? Now, I also want to make note that later on today, it's really just a couple of hours after we have the Taurus new moon in direct. So it's like 11 something a.m. here on the East Coast. So it'll be like 8 a.m. over on the West Coast. And if you're on the other side of the world, then do the math. I'm sure you're used to it. And then just a couple of hours later, I think it's like 2:00 in the afternoon, the moon starts shifting, void of course, into Gemini. So it's really just like a quick little window this morning. I want to give yourself the opportunity to put on some calm healing music. Oh, there's this great album. If you go look it up on Spotify, you can just look up Ram Dass. But it's got some of the tracks. It's I Am Loving Awareness, Perfect. There was this one about electronic sea. Oh, it's really good. Anyway, it's a great album. Go check it out. I'm already like building flows to it in my head. But that would be a really good, like, right, tone setter, literally. Make yourself a nice cup of tea, get yourself some water, whatever it is, and just like journal it out. Like what, and not in a judgmental way. We're not judging where you lack things right now. We are observing where you need more, right? Where you require stability, where you require solid ground. Okay. Different than saying, oh, I don't have enough. Very different energy. Okay. It's not that you don't have enough. It's that if we're going to keep going up, if I want to hold space for more and more and more people, like this is a different story for a different day, but I could tell you exactly now why I had to kill my biggest program that I've ever launched in almost 10 years of business. And how, like, why I had to do that is because it got so big so fast. I mean, like the TLDR of the story. It's like literally too big, too fast. And I did not have the core stability, the central equilibrium to be able to hold space for that. And I was drained every day. Every day sucked. And if every day sucks, you're gonna do something to remove that from your life. But I needed that. Oh, boy, did I need it. So that I could develop my own practice, which over the last like year or so, I've been working on my daily practice. And it's been fucking life-changing, not just professionally, but like in every area of my life. I'm just more calm. I'm more stable. I don't have the urge to react to things. It's incredible. Now, I intellectually knew that. As an emotional authority, boy, did I literally have the URL, emotionalauthority.com. Boy, did I know intellectually that reacting to my emotions, or that my emotion, like, that I know so much about the energy, but knowing about the energy, having the intellectual understanding, even being an expert in the information, did not mean that I was really embodying it yet. And so that's the last like 18 months or so. And the cool thing about this new moon in Taurus happening right on the heels of the full moon in Scorpio, and we're like leaving that eclipse window, is that you just were able to see all of the behaviors and patterns and things that you've been doing for the last 18 months, like what's been adding value and what has super been a fucking suck. Like, where have you needed to apply some tapas and like burn away what's not working for you anymore? We just went through all that for the last 18 months. And so now you get to take that and apply it. Okay, well, we've released, we've mourned, we've gotten honest with ourselves. And now, fresh ground, we begin again. And here we are. Okay. So what do you require to feel strong and stable and ready to create whatever it is that's next for you? And likely that is going to be some level of being there to support others, whether that is in your personal life, whether that is professionally, whether that is in your friend group, whatever. I guess that's part of your personal life, home life, family life, friend group, whatever. In every area of your life, you're going to require more energy, more stability, right? You want to be stronger to be that person for them to lean on. So what do you need to be that? Because I know that I am a better mom, a better person for you, the best version of me for my partner, when I am embodied and strong in my practice, when I put myself first, when I do my journaling, when I do my reading, when I do my mantra, when I get on the mat, when I apply that first, I am the most loving version of myself, and I am stronger, and everybody gets the better version of me. So that's really it for today. I love y'all so much. Over the weekend, we got some exciting stuff going on. Mars is moving into Leo. So again, like I said this in my post yesterday, but it's like, we got Mars moving into Leo, Sun in Gemini. I know that it's like festival season on the horizon. People want to go out, want to do things. You want to get out and do things. That's awesome. the more demanding your life gets, even if it's fun stuff, even if it's doing things that you want to do, it still is tight. Like it still is an expending of energy. And the rest of your life probably isn't going to stop for that. You're still going to have to do your work. You're still going to have to, I don't know, do your dishes and right, cook and all the normal stuff that we do as humans. Okay, so if all of that is going to stay the same, and we also want to hold space for more, and we also want to have some fucking fun, well, it's that much more important, my friends. It is that much more important that you pay attention to yourself and your energy, and you intentionally create whatever it is that you need for that core stability. All right. I love y'all so much. If you want to get the intellectual understanding of your energy, Emotional Authority is now on Amazon. I know this is like backwards on Instagram, but you get it. Emotional Authority, the Human Design Guidebook for Emotional Intelligence. You can get it in hard copy, you can get it in paperback, you can get it on Kindle. And if you'd like a little bit more support from there, you can definitely book a session with me. So loving you so much. I will catch you on Monday for our next transmission. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, my friends. Happy new moon in Taurus.